Welcome to Chalk Talk. Our guest today is Tim Brilley, head coach at Morton High School. He has diagrammed a play for us called the Inside Zone, and this play that we're running on the video here is from the opener against LaSalle Peru. Was this early in the game?
Yes, it was. It was early in the first half. We actually scored both touchdowns in the first half.
Okay. So tell us who the players are here and what some of the actions are.
Yeah, sure. So we're running the inside zone to the right. We're motioning our tailback Seth Glatz out of the backfield, and then we're handing it. We're actually reading the play. It's an option play with Riley Richards at quarterback, and we're handing it to Ashton Everding, who is a slot receiver for us, but we try to use him in a lot of different ways. So he comes into the backfield here. We call this duo formation out of a 2-by-1. And he's running the inside zone play. And the offensive line, all they know is they're blocking the inside zone to the right, and we have a special tag for that. So we have an inside zone right and inside zone left, just like any other team would.
Okay. You use this play quite often?
Yeah, we actually only use about 3 run plays, 3 run schemes for our offensive line to keep it very simple. Mm-hmm. And, this is one of them. And we run inside zone, we run a power scheme, we run a counter scheme. Anybody that's kind of, familiar with football run game, they know those are 3 pretty popular schemes. So we do a lot of different things off of window dressing, kind of like the motion out of the backfield here to kind of set things up.
And just looking at this, the line blocked great, and the hole was right there.
Yeah, right side of our line's been a stay pretty much the entire time this year. They've done a great job. We got 2 seniors on the right side. Ethan Gray is a returning right guard. He's our only returning offensive lineman from last year. He does a great job picking up the blitz here, this inside linebacker, and obviously he put a pretty good hit on him. Then our right tackle does a good job occupying the defensive end. And really it's just, putting your athletes in space and making them make plays, and that's kind of what we're doing here with Ashton.
Awesome. Well, that's our Chalk Talk for today with Tim Brilley, head coach at Morton High School.
The play we're going to talk about today is our inside zone play out of a 2-back set. We call it it's a 2-by-1. We call it a late motion where the back's going to leave the backfield, and then it's inside zone to the right. So what we do is we start out with we might be in a spread formation, but we'll call it 2-by-1, so we'll call it like a duo, and we'll put a receiver in the backfield, and we'll have our quarterback in the shotgun. Our tailback will be in his normal position, and then the other receiver knows where to line up, so that'll be our H-back. So, for example, over here will be our Y and our Z receiver, and on the line over here will be our X receiver. In the clip, you're going to see against a 3-4 defense, so there's going to be 3 down linemen, all right, and then 4 linebackers, and 4 defensive backs. So what we're going to do here for offensive line, for inside zone rules to the right or to the left, we talk about zone right, gap right. So each offensive lineman has a gap to their right. If there's no immediate threat in my gap, I turn back and I can help my buddy. But as you'll see in the clip, this guy starts to blitz. So this guy knows that I'm going to take that guy because the center's going to step right foot first and cut that guy off. It's harder against the 3-man front because we're not sure who's going to go where. Right tackle, he's going to step with his inside foot to protect his inside step, and he's going to block that guy. He's going to step right because he knows I have gap right, but my eyes are going to be up to my first threat, and my first threat becomes this linebacker, so he ends up taking this linebacker in our clip. And then the opposite, the backside is going to work play side. And if someone were to threaten my gap, I would take him. If he goes away, all right, I'm going to climb to the next level. And same is true on the backside. Now we are reading this play. All of our run plays we try to read. So we're going to really just read an area against a 3-man front. So here we're going to go back to the late motion. Again, we're going to send this back out of the backfield in motion right before the snap. And we're going to read this area. And our H, or our receiver we put in the backfield in duo, is running the inside zone to the right. The quarterback then is reading the end man. If the end man crosses the tackle's face, our read goes to the backer. And if he widens, he would keep it. If he were to sit, he would then throw the bubble to number 3, and these 2 are then going to go block. So there's almost like an old school triple option play from back in the day with just a couple different looks, and you're getting your athletes the ball in different ways. So we would call this it's a 2-by-1 formation. For us, it's duo late, meaning the back is going to go to the left, and then it's our inside zone to the right.